right, I believe the Rockets are like 11-3 and doing well. And James Harden and Westbrook went off last night, and Russell Westbrook said, "Don't try to make what James Harden doing ordinary because he does it on a regular basis." But it happens every year. Everybody get caught up in the moment with James Harden doing great things, and when the playoff come, it's the same thing. Oh, he run out of gas, or oh, he don't have enough help, whatever the situation is. But James Harden reminds me of Peyton Manning, and he better hope his fairy tale run ends like Peyton Manning. Let me explain that to people who don't understand that, right? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Best way to help the channel is share the video, all right? And, what they want you to understand in history, if you didn't follow sports, it's like Peyton Manning was his all-time great quarterback. He put all these numbers up, but I remember him getting his butt whooped in a lot of playoff series. I think the Dolphins got him 1 year. I know Jerome Bettis and them got him 1 year, and he just couldn't get over the hump. Peyton Manning was phenomenal. He was the greatest show on turf. I'm just saying that as a play on words. I know that's Kurt Warner and them. And he was phenomenal in the regular season. But as soon as the playoffs come, he choked. And one of his kickers, Vanderjack, put him on blast 1 year and said he just a choker. He got cut, obviously. He missed a kick, too. Talking about Peyton. He missed a kick that could have helped them win a playoff series or whatever the situation was. And, then he made a comment about Peyton and then he got cut. But it was facts. But the difference is Peyton had, let me just say, he had momentum behind him, right? They was not going to let Peyton Manning retire without a Super Bowl ring. They was not going to let Peyton Manning retire without 2 Super Bowl rings. You know what I'm saying? He was too much of the glory child or of the NFL. A lot of stories they heard about Peyton Manning, it was a story that he allegedly put his Christmas ornaments on a female's face, and they covered that up as well. And it was some rumors about him also using some performance-enhancing drugs on his neck when he had that surgery. Okay, but that's here nor there. All right. But they wanted Peyton Manning, and they made sure Peyton Manning became a world champion or a Super Bowl winning guy. Now, James Harden, I don't think that's behind him. He not LeBron. The NBA would not let LeBron leave or retire without an NBA title. Somehow, some way, they was going to rig it for him to get it if they hadn't already done it. Okay, and for James Harden, he reminds me of Peyton Manning in the sense of he have all the regular season stats, but he kept tripping in the playoffs. Now, I don't think he can bust through with Mike D'Antoni as the head coach. And I think that a lot of that got to do with his problems. And Mike D'Antoni not, implementing the motion style offense and taking James Harden off the ball, so they can't key on him. He ISO and going 1-on-5, 1-on-4, whatever the situation is. All right. A lot of his playoff woes do go back before he got with Mike D'Antoni and the Rockets. You remember that playoff run or that NBA Finals they had versus the Miami Heat, and I think LeBron, that was his first title, and James Harden didn't show up. So he been not showing up in big moments. But when you put him with Mike D'Antoni, that's just toxic. It ain't gonna happen. All right, but he may break through. But I don't think he got a big enough name to break through. He ain't Jordan. He ain't Magic. He ain't Bird. He ain't Kareem. He ain't just that name. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that name. He ain't Bron. He ain't Kobe. He ain't Shaq. And he very may well not break through. But everybody do this every year. They get caught up in the big numbers and the step back and he doing all this. But when the playoffs come, all of a sudden all his magic power's gone. It's like Mike, he ain't got his little magic sneakers on no more. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of hearing every year, oh, he's so great. And then everybody gets to the playoffs. Oh, he did it again. Like, it's the same thing. This ain't the litmus test for him. You know what I'm saying? This is the easy part of the test for him. This is like you being exceptional at math, but then you don't do so good at like English or reading or something like that. We expect him to be a, flying color. I'm more impressed with Luka Doncic is doing in Dallas. And I'll talk about him tomorrow or coming up soon, God willing. Okay? And I'm more impressed on what Luka Doncic is doing as a player than James Harden because it's the same old routine with James Harden. It's all these 50, 60-point nights and 40-point nights. He do all this great. When the playoff come, guess what? He ain't doing none of that. Steph Curry, and they lose KD and they got all these injuries. Guess what? He fold up like origami every year. And the same thing with Peyton Manning, but the difference is Peyton Manning eventually broke through with the help of the NFL, giving him a huge push. And with the NBA, push Harden, will Harden get it off the glass? Will Harden get it out the mud and just break through? I don't know, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You reach out to the email if you got business, question, card, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation? The link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Check out our NBA playlist. And I will next year start doing some NBA lives, man. So NBA 101 playlist will be back up and running. Appreciate it. We gone.